Hey guys, hope you all had a good week so far. Um, I'm glad to see the sunshine this week. That always makes things a little bit better. And last couple of weeks I've really enjoyed Gail's class on Easter and on this past Sunday. So here for our Wednesday nights, we have been talking about diversity and difference, and this week's it's on understanding. Now, I know right now with this shut in, this is not really applying to us right now, but once we do, take this time to study and to gain knowledge. That's what we're talking about today. Today's core reading is from Chronicles. Now, Chronicles is a very hard book for me to read because it's pretty much descendants of who had who and which tribe and all of this. But what this is talking about today is the nation of Israel and how they wanted a king, and they got Saul. Now, Saul didn't work out so well, so they needed somebody a little bit better than Saul. So then God gave them David. Now, David, in this reading of the Chronicles, it's referring to these people that was in David's corner. And they are referred to as men of war. They were armed as war. The number of bands that was ready armed to the war and came to David. And the children of Judah that bare shield and spear, 6,800. Children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war. Children of Levi, 4,600. And somebody else that were thousands, and this other. So all the way down through here, it was men. Here's a house, 20 and 2 captains. They had 22 captains with them. And all through here. But you get down here to the verse 32, and here comes Issachar. Now, Issachar was different. Issachar and the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200 people in Issachar. They were filled with wisdom. Now, the point that they're trying to make you here is David had a strong army, and all these people were referred to, it's noted as warriors and everything. Issachar was different, and the writers of Chronicles wanted to make sure that that was noticed. So, despite the strong backing of the military David had, you have got to have wisdom. You've got to have that leadership. You've got to have that understanding before you enter into any kind of battle. Because without the wisdom and understanding, your confidence can only take you so far, and then, people's going to see through that. So, what this is talking about here is being around people that is a different culture to you, or a different faith and understanding. And it's not saying you have to agree, but just to have an understanding, because always remember, we are all children of God. But what I want to get over to you when you do get out, whether you face this in the school that you're in now, whether it be grade school, high school, or whether it be into the future, into college, is that you have got to continuously try to learn, study the gospel, understand. But remember this. I want you to remember this if you don't take anything else from this lesson. God has favor in your life, and it's priceless. Proverbs 22, verse 11, a good name is rather to be chosen than over great riches. Don't sell yourself out. Right now, you have a good name. You have honor among you. If you start to lie, you all have heard the story about the little boy that cried wolf. If you start lying, people's going to lose confidence in you. They're going to say, "Hey, well, don't believe anything they say." Or if you shortchange, or if you don't teach people, treat people with respect. If you lose that confidence in people, but see, you have favor in God's eyes. God's favor in your life increases positive influence. Look at Luke 2:52. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and favor with God and man. Wisdom is accumulated experience and knowledge used with good judgment. Take your experiences. I know you all are young, but you've already had a lifetime experiences in your life. Take your experiences and your knowledge and always use good judgment with that. Wisdom is also called the principal thing in Proverbs 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all the getting, with all that you can possibly do, study, pray, it says, get understanding. Know what the word says. The wisdom from God is always pure, filled with peace. We have heard so many times people with prayer requests saying, "I've got decisions to make. I need prayer. I need wisdom." James 1, first chapter James. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God that giveth to all men liberally. Freely, God will give it to you, and it shall be given. God's going to give you an answer in peace. Have you ever been troubled with something and you pray about it, and then this peace just falls over you? That's God speaking to you. Stay in communication with God through prayer. Ask for His guidance. And when He gives you that guidance, you will have peace with that. And then trust. Trust in the plans that God has for you. Jeremiah chapter 29. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, not of evil, but thoughts of peace, to give you an expected end. And because I have sought wisdom, I have a future, and my hope is not cut off. According to Proverbs 24, so shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. So, you're a child of God. You've got favor in the Lord's sight. Ask for wisdom. Take your knowledge and use good judgment, and trust. Trust in His plans. And with all of that together, you can be a very positive influence on any of your friends, acquaintances, people that you meet, people that you go to school with, work with, whatever. But keep those three things in mind. You're a child of God. You're worthy of His love, of His wisdom, and trust in Him. Hope you all have a good week. Next week is on dignity. But to sort of give you an idea about sort of what it wanted to have you a concept, pick you a country of your choice. Pick your country, study about them. We can Google anything now. Study about their cultures and their beliefs and how they carry out things. It would be interesting to you. I love you all. Pray for you all daily. Please remember me in your prayer. If you have any questions or any comments or whatever, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Love you all. Bye.